A very emotional day in a Toronto courtroom, sobs of relief and frustration as the man accused of fatally running over a city police officer 3 years ago was found not guilty. The fact that Umar Zameer ran over Detective Constable Jeffrey Northrup and caused his death was not disputed during the trial. The case centered on whether Zameer meant to hit him or even knew it happened, and whether he knew Northrup and his partner were police officers. CTV's Jon Woodward on the acquittal and rare apology from the judge.
Umar Zameer walked out of Toronto's Superior Court a free man.
I never meant any of this to happen. I am sorry for what had happened.
A Toronto jury deliberating for 4 days found the 34-year-old accountant not guilty of first-degree murder or manslaughter for running down and killing Detective Constable Jeffrey Northrup in the parkade at Toronto City Hall just after Canada Day 2021. Zameer sobbed and was hugged by his lawyers and his wife as a juror read the verdict. Justice Anne Malloy apologized to him for all he had been through.
He has to go home and hug his kids and make up for 3 years of lost time.
Zameer had been visiting downtown Toronto for Canada Day with his then pregnant wife and 2-year-old son. He testified he thought he was being robbed when rushed in the parkade. He had no idea the people were actually plainclothes officers investigating a stabbing. Northrup's partners testified he was standing up, holding out his badge, yelling "Stop police" when he was hit. But court heard there was no mark consistent with a head-on impact on the hood of that BMW or in a grainy video of the incident. Collision reconstructionists testified Zameer likely sideswiped Northrup while reversing out of his parking space and would not have seen him on the pavement as he accelerated forward.
It was not intentional. It was not a criminal act. It was an accident.
Our members, both sworn and civilian, in the Toronto police family are still devastated by the tragic and sudden loss of their friend and colleague.
Toronto Police Chief Myron Demkiw said Northrup is fondly remembered after 31 years of putting his life on the line with the service and volunteering in his private life. He was survived by his children and his wife, Margaret.
We miss Jeff every day. However, we continue on with him in our hearts, never to be forgotten. A hero in life, not death.
Zameer said the jury's decision reinforced his faith in this country.
Canada didn't let injustice to happen, so I thank Canada.
The police chief didn't offer to answer any questions, but there are plenty about how the case made it to trial in this form and what, if any, consequences there will be for those witness officers. Jon Woodward, CTV News, Toronto.